Hello, hello, hello. I'm back for another special day. What could be special about today? Well, I got drunk for St. Paddy's Day, and then I did Christmas a couple weeks before that, and Valentine's Day and New Year's before that. So there's no holiday this week, but it still doesn't mean it's not a special occasion. So what special occasion could that be? Well, I'm here to tell you that it is spring. You know what that means? That means we get to go outside again! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So, let's go do that. Are you ready? Are you ready for the big reveal? After a long, cold, dark winter, we finally get to step out of the dark, dingy basement. And now, for the Wizard of Oz effect. This is much better for the Wizard of Oz effect. Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Not me. Out there. Oh, you probably can't see it. So, let's go check it out. Can't you just feel it in the air through your screen? Doesn't it just make you want to frolic? You make me feel so young. You make me feel the spring is sprung. That's because it has. But I guess Mother Nature didn't get the memo, and she didn't turn up the heat yet, so don't go outside without your coats yet, kids. Back inside where it's warm! It's not alcoholic this week, by the way. How do you like the theme? I'm trying to do the spring theme here, you know, with the lighting. You know, it's like the dawn is breaking. The sun is coming up over my head. It's shining in my face. It's just like spring. But see, don't let that sun fool you. The winter hasn't gone to bed just yet, but that was just a taste of me going out there. It's just to show you that it's just a sign that things come. We could have plenty of time to go back out there. Just wait, you'll see. Spring really is my favorite time of year. It didn't used to be. It used to be winter when I was a kid, but then I learned to drive and it got too snowy. And then I got older and it got too dark. So it became fall. Fall is my birthday time and all that, but then fall just became a reminder of things to come. So then it became summer. But summer, as I got older, got too hot. So, you know, summer's really hot for old people. So now it's spring. Spring really is the best time of year. Spring is all about new beginnings and new birth. Oh, well, speaking of birth. So I didn't forget about birthdays. There just haven't been any in the Get Bent world for the past couple of weeks. But I have to do birthdays this week because I have to say happy birthday to my nephew, Jake. Now, Jake doesn't go on Facebook anymore. I hear kids don't do that these days. But he's not a fan of my page either. But he is my nephew, so I kind of have to say happy birthday to him. It is a sweet 16 after all. He is not sweet, but he is 16. So Jake, or rather Jake's mom, tell Jake I said happy birthday to him. Weha. Now spring isn't just a time of new birth. Spring is also a time of rebirth. Now, if you don't believe me, now just take a look at the 3 examples that I'm about to show you. 3 examples of rebirth that just a few years ago would have been considered impossible. But they're here to show you that nothing is impossible. Sometimes the dead doesn't stay dead.
Let's start at the very beginning. Very good place to start. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, and there they go.
Oh, thank God.
Cream corn!
On the day that you were born, the day that you got trying to stop it.
Come on, we gotta finish this.
And decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkle moon dust in your hair and all the starlight in your eyes are blue. I wonder why I'm still single.
It's funny because it's sad.
Will and Grace has been from the start and always will be my favorite. And I never in a million years thought I'd ever get to see new episodes. But so when they went off the air, I just started all over again. And we've been through it now 4 times. 4. Then what do you know? New ones.
That is it. We're done. You won't hear another word. I am locking it up.
Shower locked. What just happened?
Locking it up forever.
Stop talking!
Oh, sorry I've been such a drain. Guess I'll just shut up.
Drain shut.
No!
Look, we are at war. It is
Don't say
on.
it!
Shower on.
I was born.
They'll never match what they were at their peak years, but they still come close. They're still my favorite. These guys are my second favorite.
They never agree.
Agent Mulder, I'm Dana Scully. I've been assigned to work with you.
Oh, isn't it nice to be suddenly so highly regarded? So who did you take off to get stuck with this detail, Scully?
Actually, I'm looking forward to working with you.
You're not squeamish about that kind of thing, are you?
I don't know. I've never had the pleasure.
I love everything about the X-Files. Everything. Every episode from the first go-around. We went through them twice over 5 years. The movies even are really good. No one really liked them, but I really liked them. Not so fussy on last season. But it took me a while to warm up to this new season. But I did eventually. I mean, overall in the end, and I really do think it's the end. I've really come to enjoy my time with them.
Yum.
Okay, so we're in a rather unique time right now. It's a time when, in this 1 week here, that the 3 examples that I'm giving you of Rebirth, they all converge in this 1 week. Just one time. Now, I already gave you Will and Grace, of course. Now, there's also the X-Files. Now, I filmed these a bit in advance, so the last X-Files already aired, but I haven't seen it yet. So, don't tell me!
I've seen the last X-Files now. Everyone's dead. Or are they?
But right after the X-Files wraps itself up, immediately into the next week comes this.
I consider myself a pretty good judge of people, and that's why I don't like none of them.
Darren called me a prevert.
No, you're not a prevert, honey. You're a pervert.
I don't have really anything new to say about the new season because it hasn't aired yet. I mean, it really hasn't aired yet. You haven't seen it yet either. So you don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. It's a top 10 show for me, but it didn't end well.
I could only get through these once.
Now this is the one that I have the most hesitation about. But I'll still be there watching every single one, and you probably will be too. This is when and where.
She's finally coming out of her shell. Quiet, everybody. Move over, girl.
That didn't go through. I heard a beep.
Now, if Dan didn't look quite so dead anymore. He's looking pretty close. But, as these fine folks have all just shown you, even if you're a bit long in the tooth, it's never too late to start fresh. Even an old tree grows leaves. Now, it may take a bit longer, but some of those old trees, once they get going, they shine just as bright and beautiful as the rest. So hey, here's another example of that rebirth thing I'm talking about. So just as DC Comics was experiencing a sort of rebirth, like the cover states, my comics obsession experienced a rebirth all on its own. Right at the same time, conveniently for me. But I hibernated for 30 years. And now here I am. An old person. I'm the old me, but I'm also a new me. I'm not born again, but I am reborn. This, however, is a story for another time. I'll get to it. Enjoy the light. Ugh. So, even though there's mud, spring is still my favorite time of year. Despite all the naysayers, and no matter what topic you pick, there's going to be a lot of naysayers. Despite them, we just got an hour back at the end of our day. Now that's a good thing. I mean, I'll take it from my morning and give it to my evening, thank you very much. Who needs it at 7 in the morning when you have it at 7 in the evening? Now that's when I'm really alive. So, with that extra hour of daylight, I can just feel myself coming back to myself. I mean, spring is in the air. It's everywhere. And, I mean, you can just sense it. You can just sense it just around the corner. You can just sense it just under the ground. It's ready. This is just the first rumblings of it, too. I mean, pretty soon, all that snow over there, it'll be gone. And everything will be green and alive again. And there'll be flowers. And bushy shrubs. And just over there, there'll be some trumpet vine. So, let me ask you something. Are you in a rut? Do you feel dead inside? Lost with no direction? Just feel like there's no way out? Do you feel like you've been asleep at the wheel? And you just woke up and you have no idea where you are or how you got here? Now, if you feel like you need to make changes, but you just don't have any idea how, or you feel like you just can't do it, maybe you just feel like you need to get some gas in the tank, but you just don't know if you're going to make it to the next station. Just look around. Mother Nature is showing you, for the next 3 months, that anything is possible. You can change. You can grow. You can live, but you can thrive. Your rebirth is waiting for you.